Hey guys, so my name is Leon, and today I want to do a video based off of a Build Your Own Ultimate Starter 5 NBA edition. So I'm gonna put the picture on top of the screen. So basically, what this is you're giving $15 to build your own perfect starter 5. You could choose any of the 5 players on any of the rows as long as it equals up to 15. You cannot go over. With that being said, let's just get right into it. So the lineup I decided to do was kind of different from a normal lineup. Obviously, you can go like, oh, I want to put the 5 best players on there, but to be honest, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to build a lineup that made sense on both ends of the floor. So I decided to have a defensive foundation, go into my $1 pile, choosing Lonzo Ball, who could play either point guard, shooting guard. He's tall, he's 6'6", great passer, good defensive player, and he's a better shooter. And at my center position, I wanted it to be Jarrett Allen, somebody who could set screens, roll to the rim, get dunks, and he's not gonna do anything outside that. But defensively, he's gonna be a really good, solid foundation, great rim protector. Sad that Brooklyn had to trade him to get James Harden, but it is what it is. So those were my $1 and $2 picks. My $3 picks, I went with Bam Adebayo, somebody who could play either not small forward, somebody who could play power forward and center. I decided to have him line up as a power forward, somebody who can pass, can still run to the rim too, can probably do double screens from my guards and perimeter players. He's a good passer, can run the offense a little bit, and has a decent mid-range shot. Bam has similar skill set to Draymond Green, so I decided to put him in there. And just in case Jared Allen gets beat defensively, yeah, Bam, that can also protect the rim. And he can also guard the better forward if my perimeter player, whoever I decide to put at 3, doesn't want to guard him or might be overwhelmed by the assignment. So my $4 player, I decided to go with Trae Young here. It's a little bit controversial, but Trae Young's kind of similar to Lonzo and Bam. Really good passer, and he's a great shooter, can shoot it from deep. And with the passing of Bam and Lonzo on the team and the next player that I mentioned from the $5 pile, Trae Young can play more off the ball, can shoot, can do a lot more dribble drives, and doesn't have to have the ball in his hands all the time. So I decided to put Trae Young on this team for that reason. And then the fifth player, which is kind of a weird fit, but I decided to go with Luka for my $5 player. Luka, even though he's playing point guard for the Dallas, he's 6'7", so his career, he started up as a shooting guard slash small forward, so he's a bit tall enough to guard a wing player if needed to be. He can shoot, can do everything, can run the offense. He's really skilled as a overall offensive player. Defensively, but defensively he doesn't have to be good because he has Lonzo Ball, Bam, and Jared Allen have his back. But as an offensive juggernaut, him and Trae Young can go nut on offense, and Trae Young is a skill passer. Luka's a skill passer, so he can also play off the ball if needed to be. So I decided to have Luka in there, but not as a point guard, but as a 3. So with that being said, let me just let you know my lineup: Trae Young, Lonzo Ball, Luka Doncic, Bam Adebayo, and Jared Allen as my center. So those are the 5 guys I decided to put in the lineup, which you may disagree. You might be like, hey, where's Zion? Where's Jason Tatum? Where's Jaylen Brown? Where's Ben Simmons? Where's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander? For some reason, you might want to me to put in those type of players, but the lineup I was going for is somebody, with that has like complementary offensive and defensive skill sets. So I'm thinking of this as like if I'm a GM of a basketball team, how do I want my team to be balanced in the starting 5? And what if these is the last 5 minutes of the game? Who I want to be out there crunch time? Yeah, you could put the 5 best players both ends out there, but you can't there's no way you can put all the $5 players or $4 players in line up together. This is impossible. And then have the $2 players or $1 players have glaring weaknesses. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, let's just before I end the video, I want to put some honorable mentions of players that I almost put in. For the $1 pile, there was not really anybody else I really considered. Maybe Miles Turner instead of Jared Allen, but not really. $2 pile, LaMelo was too similar to Lonzo, so I didn't consider him. And other than that, no one else. $3 pile, I considered Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and I considered Jamal Murray briefly, but decided to go with Trae Young, who's a better offensive player than those guys, in my opinion, in terms of shooting and passing. And Lonzo Ball is a solid complementary off guard. So, if I wanted to not go with Trae Young, I could go with Shea, who's pretty underrated, but decided to leave both Shea and Murray off. For the Powell considerations, Jaylen Brown was on consideration, but as a good two-way player, but decided to go in a different direction for on his positions, shooting guard, small forward position. And Ben Simmons was another one who I considered. Ben Simmons, I would see more as a forward than a guard, but due to his height, and he can't really shoot, so I decided to take him off. If anything, I probably would have put him in Bam's spot, but that's just me. Final consideration, Tatum was almost in, but I decided just to stick to with Luka instead because Luka is a more polished offensive player. Same reason why I didn't put Zion on. Luka's a better offensive player. Yes, you have Tatum, and Tatum's a better defense player than all those guys, and Zion can give you mismatched palm because Zion's bigger, but I didn't want Zion playing the four. I wanted Zion to play the three. So that was kind of weird. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know in the comments of how would you build your Ultimate Starting Five using $15, and if your lineup will be a lot different from mine or will be similar to mine. Remember, this is your opinion. You can build how many lines you want. Anyways, thank you for watching. Adios.